All right, guys, welcome to the show. Going to have a fun one here for you. Going to be talking about 3 sleepers here that I absolutely love. We're talking sleeper talk already, guys. Fantasy football 2024 is already here. I know a lot of people are sleeping. They can sheep the consensus, but we go year round. So if you are new to the channel, make sure you guys do hit that subscribe button. You don't want to miss a beat, and turn on that bell. Now, I've got a big announcement coming probably in the next month or so. Major announcement coming. First ever to fantasy football. Something is coming. It's major and it's coming. So make sure you guys turn on that bell, smash thumbs up, helps the channel get this message across, because you guys are the fantasy football community. I'm here to deliver for you. This is something big for the fans, and I'm creating it. It's going to be super exciting. And the announcement's coming, I believe, in March, give or take a couple of weeks, okay? I just want to make sure everything's in line before I make this announcement. So turn on that bell so you don't miss the announcements. Follow on social at Fantasy Football Counselor, particularly my Instagram. I'm really active there. If you turn on the bell on Instagram, you're going to get it first. But I'm also going to deliver in my Patreon group first, patreon.com/FF Counselor. Join the front lines here, guys. Lion mentality, okay? Let's talk about these sleepers here. I can't wait for that big announcement. It's going to be massive. So let's talk about some 3 sleepers here that I absolutely love for this upcoming season. And these guys are going to be slept on because they didn't finish top 10 or top 20, okay? So if they didn't finish there, they're not going to be copied and pasted over. We're going to talk about them, okay? So smash that thumbs up, drop a comment below, let me know what you guys think. Love to get your feedback, all right? First sleeper is Taj Spears. Love him. Now, understand, guys, he was a 3rd-round pick by the Titans. There, as of the time of this recording, there's talk that Derrick Henry may not end up on the Titans. If he's not, look for Tajay to really, really shine. I think it's time for the Titans to move away from Tajay. There was a chance they may draft another running back, but Tajay's got that experience. He's got a year under his belt. The guy just rushed under 500 yards with Derrick Henry there. 455 yards. He had 70 targets, 52 receptions, 385 yards, and a receiving touchdown, and a couple touchdowns near the goal line rushing, okay? He's got the prototypical build, a little bit, 5'11", a little bit undersized, they say, but I think he's fine. 5'11", around 200 pounds. The guy's dynamic. The guy cuts really well, great vision, and I love the opportunity there. Now, again, he finished around 34th in PPR, so he didn't finish high, so a lot of people will be sleeping on him, and I just saw it in Sheep's mock draft. He came off in the 6th round. So, guys, this is very important when you are looking at a running back. You get the value, you get the upside, and this guy could be on top of his depth chart. Love myself some Taj Spears as a fantasy football running back sleeper, guys. Very important, okay? Number 2, Tank Dell. Love him. Now, the reason I love Tank Dell so much, and I looked at it because everyone's going to be drafting Nico Collins. I saw the early mocks. Nico's going on top. I'm going to take the value of Tank Dell later. Now, let's break some things down for you. He played 11 games. Yes, he got hurt. Now you can say, well, Joey's injury prone. No, he's going to be fine, okay? I think that was an anomaly. I don't think he's injury prone. The guy played 11 games, okay? 75 targets. Now, Nico Collins played 15 games, 109 targets. Now, imagine if Tank Dell played an entire season. I also went back and looked at their college stats. Nico Collins was not a great college receiver. He didn't even have a 1,000-yard receiving season. Go look this up. I implore you to go take a look. But Tank Dell looked a lot better in college, better numbers. And remember, young, dynamic, and he's got that connection with CJ Stroud as well. And so does Nico. But I think Tank Dell is going to be the number 1 wide receiver. Either way, I'm going to get the value of Tank Dell later, while other people's pay for Nico Collins. Now, mind you, Nico could come out be amazing, but I think Tank Dell is going to be the one. And if there's a question mark at this position, if you're torn between who the wide receiver 1 is, I'm going to take the one at value with a little more upside, which is going to be Tank Dell. So I think he's going to be a big-time sleeper this year based on ADP compared to Nico Collins. So, yeah, I'm all over that. And again, Nico Collins and Tank Dell were not even being drafted this year, this past year by the Kiships. I was telling you to stash these guys, particularly Tank Dell, and sure enough, he broke out. So, love Tank Dell. Bigger sleeper last year. This year, still going to be some good value, okay? Again, if this is making sense to you, comment, smash a thumbs up. Lions mentality, smash a thumbs up. Let's get this message out to people so people stop following the Kinship's rankings and start looking towards the future, which is 16-round draft solution and what I offer. Because again, the copy and paste rankings, these guys don't care about you. They'll copy and paste. Now, I just saw a mock draft by the Kinship's, and there is no Cooper Kupp round 1. There is no Austin Eckler. I think coming off round 7 or 8, something like that. Pollard as well, round 7. These are guys that they were preaching to you guys, screaming to you guys, yelling to you guys, draft these guys for first round. Told you to avoid them. You got to look at the whole scenario. Laporta was nowhere to be seen. Now, all of a sudden, they're riding him. that, you know, they don't want you to win your leagues. They're just going to copy and paste. They're going to play it safe, or they're going to lie to you. So if this is resonating with you, if you want the truth, subscribe, thumbs up, guys. Helps the channel and, of course, gets you guys the truth, all right? Third guy here. Now, you say, well, Joey's not really a sleeper. Everybody knows who he is because his name was out there in the conference finals. But the guy I'm talking about is Zay Flowers. Now, Zay Flowers finished, what, like 30? Where did he finish here? 31st amongst wide receivers, I believe, in PPR. Dell was up there 39th, and we talked about Taj 34th. So these guys are outside of the Kashif's scope of copy and paste rankings. They're going to be slept on a little bit. But when I look at Zay Flowers' numbers, 108 targets, he was the #1 target getter on that team. He only gets better next year. This guy was a first-round pick, great talent. His competition was Nelson Aguilar, which doesn't say much, and Odell, who's washed up and old. Zay Flowers is ultra talented. He made a couple mistakes in that final game, the conference final, you know, where he kind of dove for the end zone, got the ball fumbled away from him prior to breaking the goal line plane. But the guy's amazing talent. The guy is incredible. Lamar looked pretty good, mind you, not in the last game, but looked good on the season. No way but up. And you guys are saying, well, Mark Andrews is the wide receiver one, and that's very possible. He played 10 games this past season, but understand, you know, 61 targets-ish. Now, with Mark Andrews, even in his peak season, he only had 107 targets. Zay Flowers in his rookie season has eclipsed that. So if Mark Andrews is in full stride, fully healthy, his best target year was 107. That's his peak. Now, there's years where he could go above that. Very possible this upcoming year. But either way, Zay Flowers, I think, is going to be a great talent this year. And I don't typically like wide receivers that come from quarterbacks that run a lot. But in this case, I can make an exception for Zay Flowers if I get him for the right value. Can be a big-time sleeper based on value and has a ton of upside based on talent, all right? So, Taj Spears, Dell, Zay Flowers. Let me know your thoughts, guys, below. Love to get your feedback. Love these guys for Fantasy Football 2024. Make sure you guys subscribe, thumbs up, and big announcement coming up. Turn on that bell. You don't want to miss this announcement coming in the next month or so. Just trying to lock some things down before I make the announcement, all right? Content coming to you guys as often as I can. I'm aiming for daily. In the offseason, not as much to talk about. I'm going to be breaking some news here if there's any big news headlines as well. And subscribe, thumbs up. We'll talk soon, guys. I appreciate you. I'm out.